Hi everyone, welcome to School of Scarlet. I have another message for you today. So today's message is all around guarding your heart. So as I got home yesterday, I noticed that there was a big tree down in the horse pasture. It had taken down about 13 feet of our horse fence. That meant that now there was an open space for horses and cows to run through. So it was a good thing that I caught this before any of the cows or horses got out. But this is a message to someone that sometimes these things happen. Something can come down, something can break your plans, something can seem like it has basically taken something out, okay? And this will happen. This will happen to each and every one of us. Any of us that has been on this path has already had this happen a time or two. But you are on a very special path and you are expanding to more and more. And on this path, you will encounter some resistance. You will encounter the natural things of life that happen, these kind of resistance, this kind of falling of things, tearing down of things. Sometimes the destruction is needed in order to clear the way for more things that are newer, more aligned to who you are to come in. Other times these things are torn down in a way for us to build our resilience, to learn ways to fix that fence, to navigate ourselves through these challenges. So anyhow, this fence came down and is basically taken out 13 feet of my fence. Although right now I cannot fix it all by myself. My husband is actually having surgery and he cannot help with fixing this. So the only thing that I could do was gather up what was most important to me, my horses and my cows, and bring them in closer. Bring them into the center where we actually have an area where we can bring them in closer and close them up. This could be like our barn. We do have a barn, but we actually have made another space where we can keep them contained. But essentially, if in your mind you can picture this, is what I'm picturing, is bringing everything into the storehouse, bringing everything into the barn. So when things are coming down around you, let's say you're having destruction, chaos, things around you, it's important to guard your heart. Your heart is basically the most important thing about what is within your being. It is what everything flows through. It is where you connect with the divine. It is basically that soft spot that speaks to you, the intuition, the guiding light, your alignment with everything. So it's important to guard your heart, even when there is chaos, even when things don't seem right, even when things are showing you that maybe it's not working out. It's important to come into your heart. So I had a commenter a while back that commented that every time that they experience the chaos or the destruction around them, that what they do is they go within and center within their being. And that's exactly what we're being called to do right now, is to come within our being, come to that center, come to that barn, come to that storehouse, and really guard your heart in this space. So if you need to retreat away from some of the destruction, some of the chaos that may be ensuing around you, go to your safe spot. That should be your heart. Many times we've been told to seek outside things, like seek friendships, seek therapy, seek, I don't know, whoever it is, some comfort item, some comfort activity. For some people, that's even certain things like distractions, like alcohol, drugs, things that can really distract you, playing games and things like that. But what we're being called to now is to come into our heart, to realign to the truth of our foundation. So each and every one of you knows the truth of your foundation. You are connected to the divine. You are not separate. And so you have this divine connection within you. And sometimes it can happen that life can kind of take us out of that. We begin to get frustrated. We begin to even experience things like emotions around fear, even thinking and believing some of the thought streams that come in that are totally untrue. And so this can happen and reemerge for us depending on what's falling down around us. Sometimes things happen around us that can really shake us up and really make us believe that this illusion is totally real and that we need our focus totally here. And while that is true, we do need to fix that fence. We also need to go into our hearts first. We need to guard our hearts first and regain our foundation there and then go out and fix the fences. Because if we go out and fix those fences, or we go out and basically put out these fires that are around us without guarding our heart, without abiding in our heart, without connecting to our true foundation of who we are, then we're going to be deeply frustrated and we might even give up. I've even noticed some people talking about how they have been giving up on their dreams. And it's really, really over little things that happen. Okay. Sometimes they can seem very big. Someone's lost their job. Someone's maybe been evicted. Yes, these things are very big, but we are called for more. And these things will happen to us along the way. They happen. They happen for us to build that polarity, for us to be able to be resilient enough to move past and through anything and everything. So anything that is happening to you, it's not happening to you. It's happening for you. So that's a message for someone that may be feeling like things are happening to them. It's actually coming and happening to you for you, to align you closer to you, who you are, to build that strength, to build that endurance within your being. So I mentioned on another video that I had seen a vision of weights, of lifting weights. And these were 20-pound weights. And the weights at first were heavy for me. And I was lifting these weights. But what was shown and where I could see is that the more that I lifted these weights, the more that the weights literally became almost weightless. It was like they were weightless. But the truth of those weights were that they were not weightless. They actually still weighed the 20 pounds. But what happened is that I had built up my strength, my endurance, so I didn't feel the 20 pounds. So that's what's happening for you, is you're literally just building your endurance, building your strength to be able to take on more, to be able to energetically handle all of these things. And so a long time ago, a pastor at a church that I attended was reading a news story about a man that had lost his daughter in, I think, like an accident. It was like a car accident. And I think the person that hit the vehicle that killed his daughter was a drunk driver. And so in the news article, he was reading it to us, and it said, we will never, ever get over this. We will never, ever forgive this person for what they have done to take away our daughter. And what the pastor was pointing out in that news article of the response of this person to what had happened to a family member of his is that the word never, they literally are now stunted in never, and that they're never going to move past this. They're never going to forgive this person. So now they are stuck there with that broken fence for the rest of their lives. And so that is their choice. And that is what the pastor was pointing out. It's not that they can't forgive this person. It's not that they can't move past this. It's that literally they won't. They have chosen, they have literally chosen to not fix that fence and just kind of sit there and cry and wail over the fact that that fence was broken. And fences will get broken in our lives. They already have many times, but we are resilient and we move past them. So if you're facing something right now and you feel that you cannot move past it, I want you to re-examine your heart and seek in your heart the truth. And in there, you will find the strength to move past this and begin to guard your heart and connect with your heart and know the power of your heart, so that in the future, when these things happen, you can go and abide within rather than going without or accusing or separating yourself from this world. So that is what is coming through today. It's a little bit of a shorter message, but it is a message for someone out there. So I hope that today, if things are breaking and falling around you, that you will abide within, that you will seek the truth of your being, and that if anything is broken around you, you will seek the strength and the resilience to one day fix it, one day rise above it, because it is not the end of the world. You can move past anything. You are full and complete just as you are. You have greatness within you to move past any obstacle that comes your way. So I empower you today to continue on spreading your light, shining bright, despite what the 3D is showing you. I love you all. I hope that y'all have a rest of y'all's day that is amazing. And if y'all resonated with this video, please give me a thumbs up, a heart, comment down below. I love getting all of y'all's comments. Thank you so much to everyone that has donated, commented, subscribed. And if you are new here, I welcome you to subscribe and watch my other videos. Thank you so much for being here. I love you all.